Lueroi's Pokemon Moon Walkthrough, Part 2. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Pokemon Moon, and it is time to pick our starter Pokemon. Now, originally I really wanted to pick Rowlet. It was my favorite, but then I found out everyone and their mom is choosing Rowlet, so there's really nothing unique and original about it. And pretty much everyone that's not picking Rowlet is picking Litten, which leaves the Water-type Popplio, my least favorite. I think this thing looks goofy. I don't even like its evolution chain at all, but just since only like 2 people in the world have picked Popplio so far, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the hipster card and take Popplio. I'm gonna hate myself for it, but I can at least say I'm like the 3rd dude on Earth to make this thing my starter Pokemon. So, yeah, I'm gonna choose this stupid little clown seal thing. I'm gonna hate my life, but whatever, maybe we'll get over it at some point. Yeah, I just simply don't want to choose the same Pokemon that everyone else is using. This will mix it up a little bit, and you guys can see how the game goes if you choose the Water-type Popplio. And perhaps you'll change your mind next time about it. Oh, so let's see if Popplio chooses me. Yeah, I guess you can't just choose your starter anymore. They have to choose you back as well. So, gazing at me quite sweetly. Like, what would I do if you just ran away? Like, oh, sorry, you don't get Popplio. You gotta choose one of the other ones. So everyone's watching intently. And Popplio's gonna run over to me. Looks like I did it. Gotta admit, I was getting a little nervous back there. You lifted Popplio gently in your arms! Yes, I lifted him gently in my arms. We did it. Alright, and he's just sitting there happily barking. Alright, so, looks like Popplio has accepted me as well. So we'll surely be friends for life. Alright, what a great ending. So now we can give him a nickname, and if you guys have watched my walkthroughs in the past, I always give nicknames to my Pokemon. However, since this is a brand new game that just came out, a lot of us are still learning all the names of the new Pokemon, so I think I'm just going to leave it as Popplio, and I'll probably do that throughout the walkthrough. At least with Pokemon that are brand new. If I catch one of the old ones, I'll probably give it a nickname. Yeah, and that Pokemon, it just keeps getting out of her bag. Like, seriously, someone give this girl a Pokeball. Or maybe a Great Ball or something. Just whatever it takes to... There's gotta be a better solution than just trying to stuff them in a bag. Like, come on. Alright. That's it, Lueroi. Now you got your Pokemon. You're a real Pokemon trainer. Yeah! And here's a lovely gift from him. Looks like he's gonna give me a Pokedex. Alright. Gotta get your Pokedex, of course, at some point in the game. It's a real high-tech kind of tool. Can automatically record data on your Pokemon. And we got a trainer passport that he put together for us. Alright, so that's probably gonna be used to go from island to island, I would imagine. But yeah, it's time to go home and show our mother our brand new Pokemon, so... yeah, let's head back this way. Oh, but what do we got here? We got a young, energetic kid, and he wants to have a Pokemon battle. He says, hey, you and me, let's have a Pokemon battle. Hala's gonna say, what's the fire, boy? Why don't you give him a name first? Yeah, I don't even know who you are. What's with no one telling me their name in the Alola region? So this guy's name is Hao, and he's got Litten as his Pokemon, the fire type. So yeah, thanks? You like Pokemon? Yeah, I'll ask if he likes Pokemon. Yeah, so let's battle. Couldn't wait for you to find your way to Iki Town, so I've been looking all over for you. Wow, so this guy's just been like stalking me. I've never even met him, but he's just searching around like every town looking for me. But yeah, he wants to have a Pokemon battle. And since I have the Water-type Popplio, and he has the Fire-type Litten, I am feeling pretty confident. And he's gonna mention that this guy's actually his grandson. So yeah, grandson of the island Kahuna definitely has to have a lot of potential. So this could be a pretty tough fight. We'll see what goes down. Oh, but it doesn't start immediately. I guess you have some time to save your game or something. But if you just go ahead and talk to him, you can say, yeah, and I won't lose. Alright, this is gonna be great. So, we're gonna start the Pokemon battle. And throughout the game, Hao is actually going to be your rival, so we're going to fight him multiple times. And yeah, this is the first time that your rival in any Pokemon game starts off with the Pokemon that's weak to you. But that does make things way easier because you're gonna notice your Pokemon already has a Fire, Water, or Grass type move. So if I was facing the Grass type Rowlet, I would be getting destroyed in this battle. I'd stand no chance. So yeah, go ahead and use your attack that is super effective against the opponent. And yeah, Water Gun's nearly gonna knock it out in one hit, so this should be a super easy battle for you. No reason you should lose unless you, I don't know, for some reason, just keep using Growl over and over and over again. And yeah, that was a critical hit. I was gonna say, that kind of did a lot of damage for a not very effective move. But yeah, my Water Gun's gonna finish off that Litten, and looks like we won our first Pokemon fight. And 65 experience points is gonna be enough to get me up to level 6. That's awesome. And you can check out your stats there. Poplio's gonna end up being primarily a special attacker, so yeah. Ooh, and I get 100 Pokédollars for winning. Nice, that's gonna prove to be like nothing later in the game. Alright. Whoa, that gave me chicken skin! Have you ever actually heard someone say that out loud in real life? Look at him jumping around. I've never seen someone be so excited to lose at anything in life. Like, he's just jumping, he's still jumping. Like, I'd be getting tired at that point from jumping up and down. So he says he's gonna go all out tomorrow since he lost today. And it looks like Hala's gonna notice that sparkling stone in my backpack, and he wants to take a look at it. And this will be interesting because I have no clue what this sparkling stone is. It's a key item. I found it right after running into that crazy legendary Pokemon, and could it be? Sounds like there's something crazy going on with this stone here. So he's gonna ask me about getting rescued by Tapu Koko at the bridge. Isn't that what I heard, Lueroi? Yeah, it rescued me. And with all this talk of the sparkling stone, I'm starting to feel like I'm the chosen one. Like, Tapu Koko somehow chose me to be like the guy to take the sparkling stone, and now I'm gonna be like possessed by it, and I'm gonna have to destroy it in some volcano, because I know there's a volcano somewhere here in the Alola region. But yeah, this is where the crossroads of Pokemon and Lord of the Rings meet, I guess. It's happening right now. But yeah, whatever, he's gonna take the sparkling stone and check it out until tomorrow. And they're mentioning that there's some big festival going on tomorrow. So it sounds like there's a lot to look forward to. Oh, and once again, dude, you gotta keep track of that thing. Like, you can't even keep it in your bag for more than like 2 minutes at a time. This is getting ridiculous. But I guess now we're heading back to our house, and we can show our mom our brand new Pokemon that we chose. Welcome back, Lueroi. So, what kind of Pokemon did you get? Are you serious? Do you not see it right next to me, like, in your home? You're staring right at it. Don't keep me waiting. I'm not keeping you waiting. You're literally making eye contact with them right now. Bar? Oh, what, do you want a drink or something, Poplio? No, we don't have a bar here. Do I have an alcoholic, Poplio? Just comes into the house, first things he asks for is if we have a bar. No. But yeah, she thinks she's fallen in love with my Poplio. Why did I choose it? Well, I certainly didn't choose it because it's cool. And I don't even think this thing is cute, so I don't even know what to say. But, I guess she thinks that this little charmer is cute and cool. Well, I think it's none of the above. And yeah, she thinks we look great together. Oh, and look at this. Meowth and Poplio are gonna be friends. Bar? No, stop it, Poplio. No one's gonna take you to the bar. Stop trying to get drunk. This is our first day together, man. Alright, so, I guess my Pokemon just got healed up or something, and now it's the next day. This is like the first Pokemon game ever that actually has some sort of timeline day by day, it seems like. What a stunning sunset. And today is the day I finally unpack. You know what? This is what you said yesterday. You said when I came back with my Pokemon, you would have everything unpacked, and you haven't even started. But it looks like the doorbell rang, so, yeah, let me go answer that. Oh, and once again, yeah, I should have guessed. He's just gonna barge in, like, dude, why do you ring the doorbell and just walk into my house regardless? So it looks like we're ready to head over to that festival. But first, now that you're a real Pokemon trainer, he's got to show me something. So we're going to head to Route 1, and I can only assume he's probably going to show me how to catch a Pokemon. So she says, have fun at the festival. Me and Meowth will be sure to unpack every last box here, you'll see. Oh, somehow I don't believe you at all, Mom. You're not gonna unpack any of these boxes. See, now that my mom actually has her own bedroom in the house, she just doesn't get anything done. Like, that's what happens when you give your mother a room in the Pokemon game. She just stops doing all the chores. Alright, come on, cousin. Pretend you're a Pokemon and use your agility. So, the last time we left our house, Kukui had us going towards the west. Now he's gonna bring us towards the east to head to Route 1. And really quickly here, I want to show you guys the nature that I got on my Poplio. I got a docile nature, which is kind of nice because it doesn't mess with any of my stats, but it is worth checking out the nature of your starter Pokemon, because if you got a really bad nature, like for instance one that's going to lower your attack and your starter is like a Litten that's based around attack, then you might want to consider restarting your game and getting a new one. I don't really care too much. Docile is perfectly fine with me because it doesn't lower or increase any of my stats. But yeah, just worth noting, always good to check out your natures. And here's Kukui. He's going to call me over. So, you know that wild Pokemon will sometimes jump out at the grass in you? Well, now that you've got your Poplio, you can not only fight wild Pokemon, but you can try to catch them too. So, he's going to show me how to catch a wild Pokemon. And, of course, you got to keep your eyes on the prize. Alright, here we go. The classic How to Catch a Pokemon tutorial. And this right here is a wild Pikipek, which is kind of the standard flying type of this generation. Kind of like a Pidgey or something. And he's got a Rockruff, so, yeah, if you've never played Pokemon before, pretty much you want to weaken down the opposing Pokemon, and then start chucking Pokeballs at it. It's a lot easier to catch a Pokemon if they're low on health, or if they have some type of status condition. So yeah, typically you don't want to just throw a Pokeball at it if they have full health or something. But he's going to go ahead and throw a Pokeball on the second turn, and that should be enough. Especially with these easy Pokemon, Route 1, beginning of the game. Pretty much guaranteed to catch if they're in the red zone like that. So yeah, and you can obviously follow along the specific steps on the bottom screen, but it's super easy to figure out. So yeah, Pokemon sometimes attack people, but if they get close and you catch them, then they'll join your team and be a great help to you. Yeah, they'll try to kill you, but once you catch them, they'll try to kill other people for you. So he mentions that you can go back to your house to rest up and heal your Pokemon. You can also use potions. We don't have any potions, so he's going to give us some to start off, and he's also going to give us 10 Pokeballs so we can start catching Pokemon on our own. So if you're like me, you're not going to need 10 Pokeballs, because I typically don't go around and try to actually catch every single Pokemon I see, but a lot of people do that, so it's nice to start off with 10. And yeah, it gives you 5 potions, like I mentioned, in case you don't want to have to go all the way back home to heal up your Pokemon. So with that said, he's going to head north, I can only imagine, towards the location of the festival. And now I'm on my own here in Route 1, so let's head through the grass and see what we can find. Alright, we got a Pikipek, and this is the exact same Pokemon that Professor Kukui just caught, and you know what, guys? I think I'm gonna catch this thing. Poplio is a water type, meaning he's weak to grass, and you know what? Flying types are pretty good at taking care of grass. One disadvantage of starting with a water and flying is that you're gonna be really weak to electric, but I figure I can solve that issue before it becomes too big of a problem. And yeah, you saw earlier he put the Pokemon down into the red range, but guys, we're talking about Route 1 Pokemon. You can almost even just throw a Pokeball without even doing damage and catch them a lot of the time, but yeah, there we go. I caught myself a Pikipek, and yes, I'm gonna use this on my team. So yeah, in this video, we've got our first 2 team members. So, Pikipek's data will be added to the Pokedex. And there we go. I always like taking one of the early flying type Pokemon. I always think they end up having really cool evolutions in the 3rd stage. And kind of like Pop Leo, I'm not going to do a nickname, just because these are all brand new Pokemon, and not everyone knows all the names of each and every single one of them. Alright, and I don't know about you guys, but I am pretty excited to already have 2 Pokemon on my team. I always like building up the core of my team earlier rather than later in the game, so that's going to be nice. Let me go ahead and grab this item right here. And it's a potion, so now I've got 6 of them. And let's continue along with the route here. Oh, and it looks like we got some trainers to fight before we can make it to the festival. And you know what? I kind of want to try out my new flying type Pikipek in the trainer battles, so I think this is going to be a good stopping point. I can heal up and get ready for these trainer battles. So thank you for watching, everybody, and I will see you guys all in the next episode.